If you're someone who's tired of bloating, sick of digestive issues, and don't want to be bloated all the time, by all means, there's one simple thing out there that can help you. Now, many people have a lot of digestive issues these days, or they've been told they have IBS, and nobody knows where it comes from or what to do. IBS is on the rise, gut issues are on the rise, and there's something, a short chain fatty acid called butyrate, that can help with digestion and gut related issues. You see, many people aren't aware of butyrate. Now, butyrate has been shown to help people with their gut microbiome. It helps the gut microbiome and it helps so many other issues. It could prevent digestive issues, gut problems, which are definitely on the rise. You see, what a lot of people don't realize is that butyrate comes natural from food, but it doesn't necessarily come as much from food. It's actually produced in the body. It is produced when good bacteria in your gut help break down dietary fiber in your large intestine. So basically, it's something that's formed from your own body, which is really good. So butyrate plays an important role in the digestive system. Oh boy. By providing the main energy source for your colon cells. It actually meets about 70% of the energy needs and it provides other benefits as well, whether that's supporting your immune system, reducing inflammation, and preventing these diseases like cancer. You could get butyrate in synthetic forms, but I definitely recommend it in a natural form, and that is butter. Butter is actually the highest source, the natural source of butyrate. And most people say butyrate, or butter, I should say, isn't really healthy. But of course, it's all about moderation. Now, your body doesn't break down fiber during the digestion process. It's left for your gut bacteria to break down. So your healthy gut bacteria produces butyrate from dietary soluble fermentable fibers that only they can break down. Those kind of foods are like fruits and vegetables as well. So when your body's breaking down fruits, legumes, vegetables, whole grains, resistant starches like boiled potatoes and rice, when it breaks down those type of foods, your body also produces butyrate. Now, I'm assuming you probably want to know why it's so important, right? Like butyrate is just super important. But let's get into some fruits and vegetables that actually have it. Apples, apricots, bananas, kiwis, artichokes, asparagus, broccoli, butter, cheese, ghee, hopefully I said that right, milk, whether it's cow, sheep, goat, they're all gonna have it. All these type of things have it. So many fruits, so many vegetables generally have fermentable fibers. So when they're breaking down, it's basically being created, and from there on, it also helps the gut lining, the not the gut lining, the intestine lining, your intestines. So they become stronger, which prevents certain things going into the blood, right? Because your intestines, especially when you have gut problems, they're not necessarily as protected. So obviously, this is just amazing. Butyrate is just on a whole nother level. So many foods you can eat um, that have or pretty much feed the good gut bacteria. These are prebiotics, fruits and vegetables. Most of them are prebiotics, generally speaking. Most of them are prebiotics, feeding the probiotics, and that's where butyrate gets created. So obviously, it's good, very good. And again, full fat dairy, believe it or not, actually has it. So what else would you want butyrate in your diet, right? Or potentially eating foods that can increase butyrate, right? I mean, butyrate alone, how it helps by reducing inflammation, which is a big reason why people have gut issues, relieving gastrointestinal conditions because it supports the gut barrier, which is super important. This is why people usually have IBS, reduces colon cancer, increases insulin sensitivity, which is really good. It can protect your brain. It can do so many different things. One thing really leads to another issue. IBS happens for many, many reasons. Nobody knows what exactly. So, if you're someone who's wondering, of course, like, how much fiber should I eat? Because you're probably wondering, I'm eating so much fruits and vegetables. How much should I have? Well, their goal is to start slowly. Butter is high in saturated fat. Obviously, I would recommend getting grass-fed butter. However, you don't want any more, based on what I'm hearing from doctors, no more than 5 to 6% of your total calories coming from full-fat dairy. Full-fat dairy has more nutrition, but of course, it's more fattening. So, again, 5 to 6% of your calories. So, obviously, 2000, if you're eating a 2000 calorie diet, you're probably going to only want about 100 calories or something like that of full fat dairy, which is generally a serving of butter or usually a serving of good cheese. So, by all means, that's how much dairy I would eat. And when it comes to vegetables, you're probably thinking, I can only do a couple kiwis or really just a kiwi a day. That's fine. Even a little bit works. And I definitely recommend drinking water, not with fruit, because that could cause an issue, cause some problems for some people. Um, but 30 minutes after. But overall, staying hydrated is super important. You don't want to overhydrate, but when you're consuming a lot of fiber, you need to have water. It's so key. This is why a lot of people have issues as well. So drinking enough water and starting slow is going to be the way to go. Start with a few grams of fiber. If you know you can handle more, then that's fine. But by all means, start with a few grams, 5 grams, 10, 15, and go from there. So that's how I would go about it in terms of consuming these type of prebiotics and the amount of fiber. I would just start off with a little bit. So maybe like one kiwi, boom, that day. That's it. And maybe if you want more, do a little bit of potatoes. All right, and the next day you could have an apple, and that could do. But again, depending on how much you can do, go as little as you want. If you can only do half a kiwi, half an apple, you can only do half raspberries, that's fine. Blueberries are also good as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there's definitely so many foods you can eat, whole grains, whether that's quinoa, or I don't even know how to pronounce that, brown rice, barley, cracked wheat, pastas that are whole grain, is your choice. Beans, linguines are beans, so green beans or anything like that. So there's just so many foods you could eat that actually have this, but none of them actually have the source of butyrate other than butter. Now, how much does butter have? If I'm not mistaken, it's 3 grams per 100 grams consumption. So a serving of butter is going to be pretty fair. So by all means, hopefully that pretty much teaches you guys about butyrate, tells you about how it works, and again, you guys could take other types of butyrate if you want to, like ethanol butyrate, hydrocortisone butyrate, sodium butyrate, which are all supplemental and or modified versions. You could have those. They could help your digestive system and prevent so many issues. So by all means, I hope this video helps you out. If it did, let me know in the comment section, and comment down below anything else you want. All the research will be in the description. Thank you all, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want more content and or want more knowledge, wisdom about your health, your digestive health, preventing leaky gut, all those things, or helping if you do have it. I have videos for you. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time.